Shall we begin? I want to welcome all of you to the event that is sponsored by Penn Action. We have a number of people, distinguished people from the community to make presentations at a time that is rather critical in our history. One of the characteristics of democracy is that change takes place when there's a crisis. Otherwise, you have something like homeostasis. You have kind of a holding action, but change takes place in a crisis. We had a candidate who won the presidency based upon the word change. And wonderfully, there is a coming together of the rhetoric of change in a political campaign with the reality of change that is forced by the financial and economic crisis. In a very nice tandem way, the politics, the public policy presentations of Barack Obama match very nicely the need for the economic solution that will provide support for jobs, support for social agencies, support for those who seek particular change that was articulated in the campaign. The interests in the 3rd District, Congressional District that are represented here are individuals, distinguished individuals who have ideas about how that change should proceed. And I'm going to introduce them kind of seriatim as a lawyer would, and then once I'm finished with the introduction, I will turn to our keynote speaker, Pennsylvania Representative Pat Harkin on my left, and each presenter will be given somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. I don't want to be discourteous, but many people want to get out of here by 11:30, and we want to have time for the audience to participate as well. So let's make it about 7 minutes. Does that sound reasonable for all concerned here? And if you go over and your presentation is really powerful and you've got another point to make, go over and I won't be discourteous. But let's try to keep it around 7 minutes. Okay. Now I'm at a disadvantage here because some people here I have only met and I can't see any names on this side, you see. On the other side they simply say, you're a blank. But I'm going to attempt to introduce everyone here as best I know them. Our keynote speaker will be Representative Pat Harkins from the 1st Legislative District from the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. He is on my immediate left. Our guest special speaker is Gary Horton. I don't see Gary here. No? He's no longer our special guest speaker.
He's on his way.
Let me also introduce Tina and Jean, who did such an exemplary job as a successful campaign manager.
Aren't you supposed to be up front?
I think you are, yeah.
There's a name up there. It is up there. Go Tina. Oh, I didn't realize that. I apologize.
Well, that's okay. Just don't do it.
And I also want to introduce the audience Flo Fabrizio, who for a long period of time has been a stellar political leader in this community and is on the second. Because he has that dramatic hairdo. It's wonderful. Is Dana Ames here? Diana Ames, I'm sorry, from the Pennsylvania Coalition to End Homelessness. And Cindy Purvis is there, from the Pennsylvania Coalition, I'm sorry, from the Lake Erie Alliance for Democracy, which I believe she founded. Is that true?
I helped you that.
Well, take as much credit as you can. So over here in front of me. And Rick Adams from SEIU on my right, extreme right, which doesn't say anything about his ideology, but has something to do with his posture at the table here. And we have two gadflies in the audience, Reed McFarland on my left, and Andrea Benson, who will add commentary as we go along. And I've already called up Tina Mangine, who is on my immediate right. We're looking forward to her comments. Oh, I did miss Joe Fries, who is representing the 1,000 heirs, and he's going to explain that program in the context of the event today. And okay, I think we've got it. Oh, I'm sorry. And Jeff Bloodworth, who is a professor again of American history, and was a scholar of liberalism and conservatism, and is going to make commentary at the end of our panel discussion. At this point, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Representative Pat Harkin.